Hi guys. So in this video we are going to I'm going to show you how to import contacts into Quintech. So let's say you already have a contact list of your customers. You already have details of their name, their phone number, their email address, their website, all those details somewhere, and you want to import them into Quintech. So I'm going to show you how to do that in simple steps. So the first thing we want to do is to navigate to subscriber, and then we'll click on WhatsApp subscriber. You can also import to other channels also. But in this video we're going to look at WhatsApp particularly. So now, why do you import contact? You might have this contact list, and then maybe you want to do a broadcast, you want to do a campaign, and then you want to reach out to a lot of your customers. So this is the reason why you might need to import contact and then send them a broadcast message or a campaign for your product or your service. You can even do like a reach out, and offer them maybe discount on your product. So this could be the reason why you want to import your contact list into Quintech. Now to do this, it's very simple. Once you navigate to the subscriber page, the next thing you need to do is you need to, of course, have your contact list ready in a Google Sheet. Now, some of us might have our contact records, customer record, maybe on an Excel sheet, or any kind of platform or tool. Now, the reason why I'll recommend Google Sheets is because when you export or you download this contact list from Google Sheets, right? It comes, it downloads with an encoded UTF code, which is what is acceptable in Quintech. So if you have your contact lists in a Google Sheet or any other tool, you might need to convert it or bring it into Google Sheets, and then you export or you download it from here. So that's one of the quick way to onboard. If you use Excel sheet direct, the contact might not come, right? So that's why you really need to convert them into bring it into the Google Sheet, and then you export it from here, right? So now, as you can see here, we have some domain informations. We have name, we have email, we have website, we have phone number. You can have of course other fields also, right? But the most important field here that you need is the name, the phone number, and the email address, right? Particularly the phone number is very, very important because, like I said, you're trying to reach out to them on WhatsApp, right? So it makes sense for you to bring in their phone number because that is the only way you can send the broadcast message, right? So all other informations are just additional informations. So even if you have more than these fields, it's still okay. Just make sure you have the phone number and the name. Optional email address, website are all optional, right? Now, after that being said, the next thing we are going to do is we are going to download this contact, and then we are going to import it here. So to import it here, of course, is very straightforward. Just click on options, and then we'll click on import subscribers. But before we do that, I want to try and explain something here. So as you can see here, there's something called, as you can see, an option here, manage labels and manage custom fields. So in Quintech, you can also create labels and custom fields, right? Of course, there are predefined custom fields that comes with the system. Custom fields, like if you click here now, we're going to see custom field like name, phone number, and some other ones like that. They come with the system, right? But you can also add your own custom field. Now, why do you need to add custom fields? So custom fields, for example, let's say you want to categorize this customer's information. For example, their email address, you want it to have the email address custom field, their name, their website, and some other information. So you can create custom field for these different informations. So before we import the contact, we are going to create these custom fields. So let's click on create, and of course we will have to give it a name. Let's add phone number, select type, of course. So these are the predefined one that comes with the system, right? So let's just click on phone, select phone, and then we save. So also let's add another custom field. Let's call it name, select type, let's call it yeah, of course, it's text. let's save. Let's create another one. Let's call it website. Select say URL category. Let's save. Now let's create the email. Select email and then we save. Okay, we have this before. We have this already, which is predefined. So can also add some other information, right? You can add let's say you want to create a custom field for a number, or you want to create a custom field for, let's say, a date, that the date you import those contacts. Like, you can create any custom fields that you want, right? But you just need to categorize and select what type of the custom fields you want to create. So that being done, then the next thing we are going to also do, you can also see here, these are the custom fields we just created. You can also delete any one of them by just clicking delete. It's as simple as that. So we are going to go back to subscribe manager, and then we are going to click on manage labels. Now I'll explain labels. Why do we need to create labels? So it's optional, right? It depends on what you want. So for labels, let's say these contacts you want to import, right? Let's say you get this contact from let's say a CRM, or let's say maybe you did an ad on Facebook, and you got a lot of interest, customers coming in, and then you save them on a Google Sheet, right? So when you are bringing them in, you want to give them a label, right? Maybe you want to tag them, let's say Facebook lead, so that when you want to do because here you might probably have, of course, you probably have other contacts already inside of your contact list here in the system, because as people are sending you messages, their information is already being saved here as your contact. So as you are bringing in more contacts, it's going to join with the one you already have. So adding labels help you to separate or segregate them. So when you want to do a broadcast, maybe you don't want to send it to your existing customer that you already have on the system. Maybe you want to send it to the new ones you are bringing. So it makes sense for you to add a label, so that you'll be able to target them particularly when you are doing your broadcast. So in this case, let's just create a label. Let's create labels. So let's say this contact you are bringing in, let's say we got the contact from Facebook lead. Of course, we are going to select, of course, our phone number, and then we'll save. So you can create multiple labels, right? You can create multiple labels. You can also edit the labels. You can also delete the same labels. So now let's go back to import, right? Let's click on option, click on import subscribers. So it's going to show us, this mode out here. Now, as you can see here, we can upload the Google Sheet file, or you can select the sheet, right? If you had a Google account, of course, you can come here and select that sheet you want to import. But in this case, we are going to just download and upload it from here. So this is a label. Like I said, you might want to add labels to those leads, so it helps you segregate them from your existing contact. So in this case, let's just select this lead, and let's go back to Google Sheets. Let's download these sheets. Download. So we are going to download as CSV. So that has been downloaded. Now we are going to go back to here, and then we're going to click on upload, go to download, then we're going to select our list. So here, this is a list. We're going to click on upload. So wait for it to upload, right? Now, as you can see from here, we have 3 contacts, right? But here we are seeing 2. So you don't need to panic, right? The reason why this is showing you 2 is just like an highlight. Even if you have over 1,000 contacts here that you are bringing in, right? All those contacts are going to be imported. But for a preview, it will show you 2, just for a preview, right? So this does not mean that maybe all of the contacts are not going to come. No, it's just a preview for you to be able to map the data. Now, after, of course, we've added a label, we select the phone number. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, as you can see here, map data, right? Now, because these contact lists here, of course, they have headers, right? Name, email, website, and phone. But in Quintech, we need to specify which one is which one. which is why we are using map data. We need to categorize, okay, name is under name. Any information you see under email is under email. Anyone you see under website is under website. Anyone you see under phone is phone number, right? And also I need to also mention something, right? As you can see now, this phone number, if you look closely, there is 234 right before the number. This is very, very important, right? Because you are importing these contacts inside of Quintech, and when you are sending a broadcast, right, you are sending it to a lot of people, and of course it's WhatsApp, right? So and it's a global platform, right? So there's a need for you to specify and add the country code of that number. It's very important. So let's say you have your contact list already, and maybe all your phone number is just the phone number. You probably need to try and add the country code to those number, right? That's the only way that those number are going to be imported correctly. So that is very, very important. Now let's go back here. Let's click on map data. Now for the name, as you can see here, for name, we want to select name, right? Or we can choose subscriber name. It's still the same thing. They are subscribed to us. And then we also want to add another data. We want to select email. Select, it's under the category. Let's scroll up. Subscriber, friends, and custom field. So let's select phone. Okay, phone number. Let's also map this data. Let's say we have email. I think we need to create an email custom fields, right? Because it's not available here, so we need to create it. So let's go and create it. We need to create that field, right? Because we want to map our data correctly. So what we'll do is we'll just close this, just go to manage custom field, and then we'll create the email as a custom field here, right? Create it. Let's give it a name. Let's call it email address. Let's select email, and then let's save. So now we have it, right? Now let's go back to subscriber manager. Let's go back to imports. Let's select labels, upload the file. Now let's map the data. So name, subscriber name. What else? Second one is email. Now we have the email address here. Select. Next one is website. And then the last one is phone number. Phone, connect it with the phone number, right? So these are all the fields that we have, and if you check here, they are all 4 fields. So if you have multiple fields, that's what you're going to use. You have to map those fields to connect them. So once this is done, just click on confirm. So this is going to, of course, upload those contacts. Now this might take some few minutes, like it depends on how lengthy your contact is, right? But of course it will definitely bring in those contacts. So once this is done, we are going to click on OK. Then of course, as you can see here, you can reload this page. If let's say you have a lot of contact that you've imported and you're not seeing them, just reload the page. Now, so as you can see here, so these are the contact lists we already have here. As you can see, John, Mary, and Doe. And then we have it here also, John, Mary, and Doe. So this, of course, we have the phone number of those contact lists, and then you can also view the contact. So when you click on view, you can view the information, the name, the of course the labels under which category they are, and of course you can also view select custom fields, right? You can also, of course, unsubscribe them. You can delete the contact. You can do anything with it. So this is how to import contact into the Quintech system. So from here on, right, all you have to do is just, if you want to do like a broadcast, you just need to go to of course, go to broadcast, select this contact you've imported, and then send them the message you want to send them. So in our next video, we'll look at how to create a template and how to do a broadcast. Thank you.